Fall is one of my most favorite seasons of the year, and I love to embrace it by putting special little touches around my home. One of my favorite things to do is have a fall candy bar set up for my family and guests to enjoy. If you would like to know how I made this fall candy bar or want to get ideas on how to create one of your own, then keep watching.
Okay, the first thing you're going to need are 3 candlestick holders and 3 glass jars, with or without lids. Now I got these from Hobby Lobby. This was $12.99, but it was 50% off that day. And these two were $9.99, and again they were also 50% off each. I also got these jars from Hobby Lobby that were 50% off that day. This big one was $12.99, and these were $11.99, 50% off. Now if you want, you can get a cheaper version. In the Dollar Tree they have little glass candlestick holders, and they also have these jars. They're a little bit smaller and they don't have lids, but again they only cost $1 in the Dollar Tree, so you don't have to get these from Hobby Lobby. You can go to Dollar Tree and get the glass versions of these. Next, you're going to need things to decorate your candy jars with. So I bought this burlap ribbon from Hobby Lobby, 50% off. And this little scarecrow also came from Hobby Lobby, 50% off. He was $5.99. And I think I might have got this from Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby, I can't remember. I also bought some gemstones from Hobby Lobby and 3 packs of these puffy leaf stickers. Now, I also went to Dollar Tree and I picked up these fall flowers, and those are all the things I purchased to decorate my candy jars with. Now I also believe you can find gemstones in Dollar Tree along with some fall stickers and fall ribbon. You don't have to go to Hobby Lobby, but I make sure whenever I go to Hobby Lobby I do not pay full price for items. I wait till they're 50% off because I'm not about spending all that money. I'm not about that life. Now to put together your candy jars and to put the decorations on the jars, you're going to need E6000 glue, of course some scissors, and a hot glue gun. And then of course you're going to need your candy. So I purchased some Hershey's miniatures, some Kit Kats, one of my absolute favorites, and Reese's peanut butter cups, which are also one of my absolute favorites. And I like getting the candy that has the fall wrappers. Of course, you could use any candy you want, but I just thought this was cute because it goes with the fall candy jars. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is take your burlap ribbon and cut 3 strips long enough to wrap around each jar. Now I already cut some strips, cut 2 already, and I need to cut 1 more, so I'm just going to measure right there. Doesn't have to be perfect. And there's my 3rd strip. Okay, now you want to glue your ribbon to your glass jar. So you're going to take your glue gun, make sure it's heated up properly, and I put 3 little dabs of glue across the middle right here of the ribbon, and I'm going to set my glass jar right there in the middle, and then I am going to put 3 dabs of glue right here on the end of the ribbon on the glass jar. And I'm going to glue the ribbon to the jar. Hope you all can see that. And then I'm gonna take the other end of my ribbon. Make sure when you cut out your ribbon strips that you have enough for it to overlap a little bit so you can glue it. So I'm gonna put some glue right there across the end of that ribbon strip. And I'm just simply gonna pull that on there nice and tight. And, whoop, and burn my finger. No, don't do that. Okay, glue that on there. I am not the best when it comes to craft projects. So this isn't the first time I burned myself with a glue gun. Probably won't be the last. But okay, but you get the point. And then you have your ribbon glued to your jar. Now I'm not worried about taking off the stickers at the bottom of the glass jar because the candy's gonna sit on top of that anyway. You can pull the stickers off if you want, but I'm not worried about that. So you follow those same steps for the other two jars, and when you finish, they should look like this. Okay? Okay, for the next step, I'm gonna take my flowers that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just gonna pull them off. Okay, just like that. Now, these little plastic things here, just take some scissors, cut that off. So, all I need is this part right here. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my flowers and I'm gonna bling them up a little bit. So I took my packet of jewels and I just played around with them until I decided on how I wanted to put them on the flower. And then once you have the design that you want, you go ahead and you hot glue them to the flower. Now for this process, you have to be very careful because the jewels are so tiny. So I like to use tweezers. So you just pick your jewel up with the tweezers and put a little dab of hot glue. And then I'm going to place this right in the middle of the flower. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to take the rest of the jewels and just glue them all around the big jewel. Now this is a very tedious process, but the end result is worth it. Because who doesn't love bling? Whoop. See what it's looking like so far? So I'm finished with my first flower. And again, all I took was the little jewels or the little gems that I bought at Hobby Lobby. But I believe you can also find gems at the Dollar Tree. And you just hot glue them to the center of your Dollar Tree flower. Okay, so I finished with all 3 flowers. Put my little bling on there. And this is what they look like. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my glass jar and I'm gonna hot glue my flower onto the jar. Now I'm putting the flower on the other side of where the seam is because see, that looks ugly, so you don't want that to show. So I'm gonna hot glue it right there. So take my glue gun, put a dab right there in the middle.
Yeah, I didn't know it doesn't do it right away. It takes
And
several weeks.
press that onto the ribbon like that. Okay, and that's what it looks like. Okay, I don't like the way they look. the petals on the flowers look. So I'm going to take some hot glue and glue those down so it'll lay flat on my ribbon. Jojo. Jojo. That's the mailman. See, I think that looks better. And here's what it looks like so far. And don't worry about if you get glue on the glass, because all you have to do is just rub your fingers on it. It'll come right off. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my puffy leaf stickers and I'm just gonna stick them around the glass jar in different places. Okay, now you're gonna take your E6000 glue and you're gonna glue your glass jar to your candlestick. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some glue and put it all around. Kind of messy. Make sure that's centered. And when you're done, that's what it'll look like. So after you finish gluing the candlestick holders to the glass jars, it'll look like that. And you need to let it sit for at least 24 hours to make sure it's really stuck on there good. So while the glass jars are drying, I'm gonna take my lids, 2 of my lids, and I'm gonna take my little fall decor items that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I think the other one came from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to hot glue them to the lids, just like that. So I'm gonna take my little scarecrow, put some hot glue on his bottom, and I'm gonna sit it right there in the middle. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with my little bird. Some hot glue on his little butt. And sit it right there in the middle of the lid. Now I got this idea for the lids from the Magnolia Housewife. She has a YouTube channel and she is simply amazing. She has lots of little DIY projects that are simple and inexpensive to make. So I thought this was really cute. And there's my little bird. I'm gonna let those sit and dry a little bit more. Okay, so it's the next morning and my candy jars are dry and I like how they came out. See, I put the little leaf stickers on. I covered that back seam with a sticker, but I realize now that I should have just took the flower and glued it over the seam so you wouldn't see it. But you're not going to see that part anyway. And here they are with the candy in them. And I think they came out really cute. I'm happy with my little DIY project. And I guarantee that that candy will be gone in less than 5 days. So there's one more thing I have to show you, and that is the lids. So I can put that one right there. Now I didn't have a little thing to glue on top of this one, but that's okay. And then here's the little bird. And then you can just play around with it a little bit. Cross his little legs. So here it is. all set up on my table right off the entryway of my home. And I put that little pumpkin on the lid of the center candy jar, but it's not hot glued on there. I'm trying to debate on whether I want to put it on there or not. It does look kind of cute, but I'm happy with my little fall candy bar. It helps me get ready to embrace the season, and my family enjoys it. It was a fun project. I hope you liked it. I hope that inspired you to do something for your home this fall. And thanks so much for watching. Bye.